Good morning, everyone. It is 11 o'clock, so we are going to get started. My name is Amy Reardon. I am the outreach specialist for Delaware Commute Solutions, and I am joined with my team members on the call as well. And just a few things as we're going through the presentation, please feel free to utilize the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to utilize that, and we will answer the questions towards the end of the presentation. And before we get started, if you could go ahead and just put where you're joining us from, whether it is an employer, a school, just a town in Delaware, or even out of state. We'd just like to see where you are joining us. And today we are just going to do a general review of Delaware Commute Solutions. This is being recorded, and we will send an email out afterwards. So if you need to forward this on to other contacts that were unable to make it, please wait for that email, and then you could forward that information on as well. We can move on to the next slide. So Delaware Commute Solutions. So we are a free commuter program under DART, which is the public transportation for Delaware. And we work with employers, employees, higher education institutes, community organizations, students to provide transportation options. And the mission of our program is to reduce the traffic congestion on our roadways within Delaware. It is a free program. We are state and federally funded, so it is a resource that is out there for you to utilize, and it is for anybody who lives, works, or goes to school within Delaware. So even if, let's say, you live in Pennsylvania, but you work in Delaware, you can still utilize the Delaware Commute Solutions program for your commute options. Before we start talking about the different commute options, I would like to see how those who are attending are currently commuting. So if you are carpooling, maybe you're working from home, biking, walking, taking the bus, please let us know in the chat. Just gives us a better idea of how people are commuting for work or for school. So you could go ahead and utilize the chat for that as well, to let us know how, and what are you doing today? Are you working from home today? Did you maybe take the bus into work or school? Are you carpooling with fellow employees or fellow students? Let us know. So we can move on to the next slide and talk about the different clean commute options that you can see when you are signed up for Delaware Commute Solutions. And some of you may be doing these already. And if you are, I highly encourage you to sign up for the program. If you're not a member yet, to utilize the other benefits of the program too. So carpooling, just sharing a ride with fellow coworkers, fellow students. If you're going to the same location or a similar location, carpooling is a great option to share the commute cost, not to get a free ride, but to share that commute cost with your carpool partners. Biking and walking are always great options. You're not getting into a vehicle, and sometimes it is easier and may even be shorter if you are in an area that has high traffic. Biking and walking can get you to your destination a little bit faster, and it's healthy. It's always great to get out in the fresh air to bike and walk. Transit is going to involve both the DART bus, so whether it is a fixed route, intercounty, so for example, traveling down from Wilmington to Dover, as well as DART Connect. DART Connect is in 2 locations throughout Delaware. Currently, it's a micro transit where it's only in a specific area. So for example, in the Georgetown Millsboro area, if you're within that area traveling within the boundaries of DART Connect, that is going to be your option for transit down there, as well as the city of Newark. And then also SEPTA. SEPTA does come down from Philadelphia to the Claymont area, Wilmington, and Newark. Just make sure to check the timing and frequency, as it's not as often throughout the day. So if you're utilizing SEPTA, it is a great option, especially if you're traveling the 95 corridor, or if you want to utilize it to get up to the Philadelphia area as well. Compressed work weeks are considered a clean commute because you are typically working a 10-hour day. So therefore, you may not be working 5 days a week, but maybe four 10-hour days, and you don't have to commute during your day off. And also, you're not traveling during peak times. Because you're working a longer day, you're typically not going to be out during that peak morning and afternoon rush hour. Van pooling, we work with a company called Commute with Enterprise to help establish van pools at a specific site. So this is great for employers who are looking to maybe expand their reach. Van pooling is great for, let's say, if you're traveling more than 20, 25 minutes to get to work. So if you're interested in looking at van pooling option, Delaware Commute Solutions is more than happy to connect you with our contacts at Commute to get you some more information about that. And then teleworking, working from home, whether it's full-time or a hybrid schedule, is great because you're not even getting in a car to go anywhere when you are working from home. So this is full or part-time. And again, if you're doing any one of these, great, even if it's once or twice a week, I encourage you to sign up so that you can utilize our other benefits. Or if you just want to see what your other options are, Delaware Commute Solutions can help with that as well. Next slide. So Delaware Commute Solutions, 3 things that we assist for our members. So the first one is the customized commute planning. So if you are looking for different transportation options, whether you are going to work or school, this is a great program to start with. When you sign up, and we'll have all the information on how to sign up towards the end of the presentation. When you sign up, you will fill in your profile to make sure your information is all correct and updated. And then we can find your rides for you. So based on your home address and then your work or school address, we will map it out. And then we're going to show you your options. So as you can see, we have the different options, whether it's carpool partners, seats on a van pool, transit rides, so the DART bus rides, biking or walking. So for example, if you were to click on, right now we're clicked on the bus icon that shows the number 6 under it. So it's showing you that there's 6 routes, and it's also dependent upon the day and the time you're searching at. And you can see under where it says transit, it says depart at. You can change that. So you could customize it to the date and time that you need. And what it'll do is it'll show you the bus routes available, and then it'll give you step-by-step directions on how to get to that bus. So if you have to maybe walk a block or 2 to get to the bus stop and then get on the bus, it'll tell you the time that bus is going to arrive. It'll also tell you the number of stops on that bus before you get off at your stop. So it's providing you that information that's going to assist with you getting to the bus stop, getting on the bus, and then getting off the bus. So it's really helpful, especially for those who maybe are not very familiar with riding DART. And the other options you see there, the car, it's for potential carpool partners. It has a number 15. So what that means is there's 15 matches, and this is dependent upon the information that's in your profile. So I do say potential because it's not a guarantee that the matches are going to work out perfectly, but Delaware Commute Solutions will match you to people to other members based on where you're starting from. It's not providing your matches your home address. It will show the distance you are from them. So maybe within a mile, within 2 miles, but it will show where your matches are going to. So it'll say, oh, this individual is also going to the Christiana Mall, or maybe they're going to Costco, which is near the mall, but not in the mall. So you can determine if you would like to partner with people that work where you work or go to school where you go to school, or maybe you don't mind if they're in a similar area, but not at the same exact location. So Delaware Commute Solutions will match you up, but then it's up to you to reach out to the individual through the program. You can send them an email to see if they're still interested in carpooling, and then setting up that carpool schedule between you and the carpool partners. You can also see there is the bike and the walk icon. We will provide you step-by-step directions or turn-by-turn directions on the bike or walk route, and it'll tell you the approximate time it would take you if you're biking or walking. And then the other icon is that you see between the car and the bus is the van pool. Currently, there are 0 van pools with available seats. So if it did say there was an availability, it would prompt you to reach out to Commute with Enterprise to see if that seat would be available. But typically van pools are very specific to an employer or a specific location. Next slide, please. So I wanted to add this in here, riding Dart, for those who do currently ride Dart, or if maybe you'll be riding Dart in the future. These are two helpful apps. So this is something that these apps are great to have. So the Dart Pass app allows you to purchase your Dart bus fares through the app. You do have to create a personal account. So you would download the app, create your account, and then you could purchase your bus fares. Why is this helpful? If you are familiar with riding the bus, if you need to get on the bus and pay for your bus fare, you do need to have exact change for that, whether it's a one-way or a full day fare. With the Dart Pass app, you have your personal account. You could link a credit card or debit card so that you can purchase what fare you need. Again, maybe a one day, maybe a one way, or you could also purchase the 7-day, 30-day, or 20 trips through the Dart Pass app. And then when you board the bus, all you have to do is open up your app and scan your active pass. So it makes it convenient, and it's also hands-free, and then you don't have to worry about having exact change. And you don't also have to worry about losing or if your Dart bus pass does get damaged as well. The other app that can be helpful with Dart is the Dart Transit app. You can utilize this for trip planning. So it'll show you the bus stops in the area. It'll show you the bus routes that service those bus stops, the scheduled time of arrival, as well as the estimated time as arrival. So all helpful information for you to find the correct bus route that you need. And you could also sign up for rider alerts. So if you are a frequent bus rider, I encourage you to sign up for those rider alerts. If there's any detours or any changes in the bus schedule, you will be notified of that too. So two very helpful apps for riding Dart. Next slide. So we talked about the customized commute planning. Our second benefit is how you get rewarded for clean commuting and also for recording those clean commutes on your Delaware Commute Solutions profile. So you do have the ability to record your clean commutes on your profile. You earn 200 points per day for your round trip. Again, biking, walking, taking the bus, carpooling, working from home. And as you accumulate those points, you could enter the monthly drawings. Every month, we give away gift cards. It is 500 points to enter. You could enter up to 20 times as long as you have the points available. And the value of the gift cards does vary throughout the different months. So you can always see like for instance, here in this photo, it's a drawing for a $50 gift card. So you could see what the drawing is going to be. Another great thing, if you are the lucky winner for the gift cards, is that you have the ability to choose from a variety of gift cards which one you would like. So if you're the winner, you will be notified through email, and then you'll be able to go in and say, you know what, I won the $50 gift card. I want a Target gift card if it's available for that month. So you're not just getting a Lowe's or Home Depot gift card. You get to choose which one you want through that. So to do that, you do need to record your clean commutes, earn the points, and then you could enter with the points that you have earned. Next slide, please. And then the third benefit of the program is our guaranteed ride home reimbursement benefit. This is a great benefit. It gives you a little peace of mind knowing that if you don't have your personal vehicle at work and something comes up where you have got to get home, but maybe you can't get home the same way you got there. So for instance, if you took the bus, you're at work or school, you had to stay late and you missed the bus, you can get reimbursed for an Uber or Lyft or taxi ride home, whichever is your preference. So to be able to utilize the guaranteed ride home reimbursement benefit, you do have to be a member for 30 days. So if you're not registered yet, if you registered today, you would have to wait 30 days before you can utilize the guaranteed ride home benefit. You do need to record 2 clean commutes per week. It could be, carpooling, biking, walking, etc. But you also have to make sure that the day you had to utilize this benefit, you recorded the clean commute for that as well. Make sure if you're utilizing Uber or Lyft, you're able to save your receipt or download it right from the app. Let's say if you used a taxi, or maybe a friend or coworker or student gave you a ride home, within the guaranteed ride home trip reimbursement form, you could fill out and you could put the mileage. So we can be reimbursed based on the mileage as well. So you can utilize this benefit up to either 5 times a year or a $400 max is reached. So whichever one comes first for that. Next slide, please. So I told you all the benefits. We have the commute planning, we have the rewards for the monthly drawings for the gift cards, and then we have the guaranteed ride home trip reimbursement. So anybody who signs up for Delaware Commute Solutions are able to use these 3 benefits. And how do you do that? You can sign up either by going to the website, or you could scan the QR code and it'll take you to our app as well. So both the app and the website are going to provide the same information. It's just a matter of preference of which one you would prefer. And when you do sign up, if this is your first time, the information you see right here is what you'll need to join. So first name, last name, email, and your password. You hit join. Your profile will be created, and then you will want to complete your profile, which we're going to do a quick walkthrough of that as well. But we also have a short 2-minute video, a how-to video that shows you very briefly how to register, complete your profile, and start utilizing Delaware Commute Solutions. So this is great for review, or if you want to share the information with others, feel free to share that link as well, which can be found on our website under resources and the how-to video. So before we jump into the walkthrough, let me just go to the next slide. And this has all our information. So again, we are a small team. It's myself, Kathleen, Sarah, and then James, who is our admin. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to our general information, or you can reach out to us directly, whether it's through email or through a phone call, and we'll be happy to assist you with any questions that you may have, or sometimes you just need a little bit more information about the program or how we can specifically work with an employer or a school to provide this information to the employees and students or a community organization. So as James is bringing up the walkthrough, I want to open up the chat. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself, or you can write the question in the chat. And I do see, just going through the chat, I know Kathleen has a hybrid schedule, which is great. I see somebody else is, they took the car and in the office as well. So if anybody wants to add how they commuted today, again, carpooling, biking, walking, taking the bus, working from home, compressed work weeks, are all different modes of clean commuting. Okay. No questions. Well, let's get into the walkthrough, because this may assist with any questions.
Can I ask one question real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so I catch Dart Paratransit, and I work in education. So sometimes because of snow, I might have to cancel my bus because there may be a delay due to snow.
Mm-hmm.
So I could sign up for a ride to get to work through your services. How would that work?
So how Delaware Commute Solutions works, it's not, so first of all, thank you for utilizing Dart Paratransit. That is another program under Dart that if anybody needs any additional information, please let us know. We'll be happy to provide that. So how Delaware Commute Solutions works is it's not you can't call us up for a ride. So I always suggest to people, or new members, is when you register for Delaware Commute Solutions, go ahead, even if you currently have your commute settled, go ahead and take a look at your options, because it's not a on-demand commute solution. Meaning when you are looking at your commute planning, it's not an instant ride. We're not picking anybody up. But for example, for the carpool partners, we're matching you to other individuals who are traveling the same route, similar route. So as I had mentioned, I say potential carpool partners because you would have to reach out to those individuals to see if they're still available for carpooling and to see if timing and whatnot works out. So it's up to you to reach out to the other members that you are matched with for the program to see if you could set up a carpool. We, Delaware Commute Solutions, we are not providing a pickup service like an Uber. Lyft is something that we are not doing, but we're showing you your possible commute option. So hopefully that answers your questions. If not, I'm happy to try to answer it differently for you, but we will not come to your house and pick you up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for the question. So here is what it would look like when you sign up for Delaware Commute Solutions. You would have your email, your password, you would sign in, so we could go ahead and sign in. And again, if this is the first time you're doing that and you are signing up, you'll have to put your first name, last name, email, and create a password. So this is our Delaware Commute Solutions test account. So if this was your account, it would have your name, your profile picture, whatever you decide that to be. And you could see there's just some information down here. If you have recorded any trips, it'll show you your current activity. It'll show you your status. If you have any messages, so it kind of just gives you a quick snapshot. And then your impacts. So when you record your clean commutes, Delaware Commute Solutions, based on that data, is going to calculate some information for you. So you could see miles not driven, gallons of gas saved, emissions prevented, calories burned. If you have, for example, the Strava app linked up to Delaware Commute Solutions, and if you bike or walk, it'll calculate that for you as well. And then also money saved based on your recordings for your clean commutes. Now, if we go over to the left side here where it says home, okay, and we go to account. So when you sign up for the first time, you want to make sure you go take a couple minutes, 5 minutes at the most. Hit account, scroll down to profile. This is what you want to fill out. So you can see there's a couple different things there, but go to your profile, and this is all customized to you. So it's going to be your name, your home address, you can put that in there. If you want to write a little blurb about yourself, that's helpful if you're looking for carpool partners. And then keep scrolling, okay? You want to put in your organization. This could be your work or your school. And once you fill that in, if you scroll down again, it says commute. What days are you typically commuting? You could put that in there, when you leave, when you return. And then underneath that, you see carpool, vanpool. So that's it. If you're interested in searching for carpool partners. And then you see transit, bike, and walk. So those are how you currently commute, or if you're interested in being looking for carpool partners. And then if you had clicked, if we can click no real quick under carpool and vanpool, it takes some options away, because if you click no, then you're not necessarily going to be searchable with other carpool matches. And then you'll see I'll respond to all members, and you can again customize it to yourself. You can update this as needed. So if your situation changes and you have to change your organization, or you know what, maybe I only commute now Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can go into your profile, update it, make sure you hit the save profile button. That's at the very bottom. So hit save. Your profile will be updated automatically. And then once you completed your profile, you can now go over to, you'll see photo. So photo is right above profile. Click on photo, upload a photo. For the monthly drawings, you do have to have a photo to be entered into the monthly drawings. Now, it doesn't have to be a picture of yourself. If you have a dog or a cat and you prefer to put them up there, or another image, that's fine. But also make sure you put a photo to your profile. So now that your profile and your photo are updated, you will earn 1,000 points. So that's before you even record a clean commute. You could go ahead and enter the monthly drawing. But now let's go up to trips. So your profile is complete. Let's take a look at trips, or excuse me, find rides. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go to find rides. So this is what you're going to do to look at your customized commute planning. Now, typically Delaware Commute Solutions, we are focused on your commute to work or school, but you see there's two other options there. So if you just want to see what your options are for a single trip, you can use that. Or you can also see, like, for instance, you would put in where you want to go. Maybe you want to go to the outlets in Rehoboth. You could put that in there. It'll show you your options, but for today, we're just going to focus on our commute to work or school. So we're going to go back up there and we're going to do find rides for my commute. Now, because you already have your profile completed, it just automatically puts in your home address and your work address or school. And if we could click on, James, if we could click on the 14 carpool matches, this is what it looks like. So as I mentioned, we are not providing the home addresses. That's a safety feature. We don't want to put anybody's home address out there. But our first match, They're traveling to H&M, and they are 1.1 miles away from our starting point. So they're 1 miles from where we live or where you live in this instance. And then if I was to click on our first carpool match, and again, remember, it's a potential. I can't promise it's going to work out perfectly. But if you want to reach out to this individual, you would scroll down to contact, and you could send this individual a message. So it's going to come from your email. And you could send them a message saying, we matched on Delaware Commute Solutions. I'd like to see if you're still interested in carpooling. I also work at the Christiana Mall. So, and then from there, you would, hopefully they will respond. Because as I said, it's always very important to keep your profile updated. So if you are trying to find carpool partners, you're going to be matched accordingly to a carpool that matches your route. And then for another example, let's click on the bus that shows 6 routes. So again, you could change the date and the time to be customized to what you need. But if we go ahead and click on the first route 5, it says it departs at 11:26 a.m. It's about 45 minutes, and one way is $2. Okay, so it's providing you the information you need, and it's telling you from your starting address, you need to walk to Maryland Ave at Van Buren Street, should take you about 3 minutes. And then you're going to get on the Route 5 bus. And if you scroll a little bit more, it shows you that there are 44 stops before you're going to get off at the Christiana Mall. And then you're arriving at your destination. So it's providing you that information, where to walk to pick up the bus stop, and then how long that bus is going to be with the number of stops. And also, if you scroll up a little bit right to the beginning of that, it'll show and the cost of it too. So it shows you $2 for one way. So if you have a daily pass, or if you already have your Dart Pass app, it's helpful when you get on the bus just to go ahead and scan your Dart Pass app. Any questions so far? So we completed our profile and we took a look at the different rides. Okay. And James, can you just click on the little bike icon to show what that looks like as well? So it shows you the turn-by-turn directions. It's showing you a safe route. So it doesn't look very direct, but it's showing you a safe route based on the Del.Dot bike trails that we utilize within Delaware Commute Solutions. It shows you it's going to be about an hour and 12 minutes. So may not be the best option for carpooling. I mean, for getting to your destination, whereas carpooling and the bus would probably be a better commute for you than biking. But again, it's providing you your options and you're able to choose which one works best for you and your schedule. But just remember too, and I brought up biking, is because the Dart buses can have a bike rack on the front of them, so they can hold 2 bikes. So some individuals will bike to the bus stop, and then they will put their bike on the bus and then go about their way. So it could be multimodal as well. And then lastly, let's just click on trips. So this is how you are going to record a trip. So if you have the app, you could set up an auto recording, but we're going based on the website. So we're going to hit record a trip, and it shows you here, if this is the first time you're doing it, it's going to be a new trip. So let's utilize transit. So we're going to, you can see all your options there: transit, carpool, bike, walk, working from home. So a lot of different options to choose from. So your starting location, as you start to type your home address, it should fill in because you already have it completed within your profile. So we could go ahead and add in our home address. Excuse me. So let's see. Just need to, and so we would have our home address in there, and then our destination. It would show on the map. It's going to show you the A to B from there. There we go. There it is. So it shows you the starting, and then it's going to show you the ending location, whatever that is, whether it's your school, work location, it'll have that as your destination, maps it out for you. Is this a commute? Yes. Is it going to be round trip? We're going to hit yes because you are going to work in this example. It shows today's date and the returning date. So the other great thing about this is if you do this on a regular basis, you can set up a recording through the website. It's not an auto recording, but you could through the app where it will know that you're taking that commute. But here, if we want to, we could hit yes for every week. And then this will set up an automatic recording for you. So you would just click on the days that you will be taking this bus ride. So let's say, let's click OK, and let's just do Tuesdays, Thursdays. So we're going to click off Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because we are taking the bus Tuesdays and Thursdays. We can name it. You could name it work trip, school trip, whatever you'd like to name it. Now, if you have already set up a recording for those same dates, it's not going to let you do an additional recording. But if we go ahead and put in trip name, you could put daily, work trip, whatever you'd like to name it, and then we'll hit record. It is recording. And as I noted just before, you can only have one recurring trip per day. So if in this case, this account had already had one set up, it's not going to allow you to do another one. But if this was your first time doing it, it's going to set that recording. So now you don't have to go in to record Tuesdays and Thursdays your bus trip. It's automatically going to do that for you, or you could just do it as you would like. So if you, sometimes I take it Monday, sometimes I take it Wednesday, you could do it as every day that you do take the bus, you could go in and record it to get your points. And then real quick, I know we're coming up close to time, but if we go to rewards real fast, just to show you what it looks like. And also, if you have questions, since we're getting close to time, go ahead and put them in the chat. But if you want to take those points that you earned and then get one of the monthly drawings for the gift cards, you would click on the monthly drawing where it says learn more. And you could see here that you can enter for a chance to win a $50 gift card. 4 lucky members, so it's not just one. There's going to be 4 $50 gift cards, so your chances are pretty good. You would hit select. We're not going to go through the whole process, but you could say, yes, I'm aware you can enter up to 20 times. And then if you do win, we do announce the winners on our social media. You would hit submit. It would enter you into that drawing. So that is a quick walkthrough on how to utilize the Delaware Commute Solutions program. Again, if anybody has any questions, let's open it up for that. If not, you do have our contact information and you will get a follow-up email as well with all this information and a recording.